Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
But I'll come back to you. Break stride, sailing me. Free falling, just my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Good evening, gamers and other folks alike. I hope y'all are doing okay in this fair October night, or whatever time, or whatever time it is. It could be midnight like it is now, or it could be some other time, you know? I mean, that's the problem that's the problem, I think, is that, like, you don't have to listen to, or even watch this, at midnight. I mean, I just record it for the energy that way, you know? And, yeah. So anyways, you're listening to Midnight Ramen with me, Michael. I hope y'all are doing okay. My hair is doing some goofy shit. I don't like it. If you want to watch these recordings live, you can go to twitch.tv/meltedlyric original. All one word, capital ACM and melted, the L in lyric and the O in original in the search bar, and you're going to be hunky-dory. And if you do miss the stream or whatever, you can watch the VOD there. But I also stream other stuff too on my channel. Try to do it. I need to be better getting more stuff. But for certain, I typically do Mondays and Wednesdays as of right now. That might be to change. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe a surprise stream here or there. But that's mainly what I do for streaming. Also, if you want to watch this somewhere else, you can go to youtube.com, where you can watch the VODs of these more than just the past 1 or 2 weeks of these, and you can watch all of them, the whole year that I've had them, that I did these. Yeah, you can watch all 53 at this point on there. Again, same name, nothing different. And yeah, eventually other platforms as well. But that's a story for another time. Yeah, that would be cool. I'm just like closing my eyes a little bit because I'm just like, I'm not feeling the best. If for good-eyed or good-eared people that are listening or know, I'm not feeling the best because I'm sick again. Because this is totally something different that I've had before, like last week or whatever episodes ago that I was like definitely saying that I was sick. Yeah, this is worse, and yeah, this sucks. I hate it. So anyways, pardon my coughing and other stuff that I do, but we're just gonna have to plow. I was gonna say plow right through, but that just sounds like an innuendo. We just have to keep the show going. Yeah. Well, yeah, I hope everyone is doing okay. Other than, I feel like there's a lot of sickness going around because, like, not only am I sick, I know a lot of people that are sick. And I'm not saying, like, you know, sick as fuck, you know, like cool. No, like actually sick. Like, disease sick. So, yeah, I don't like fall for that reason, because I feel like that's when a lot of, like, you know, illnesses and stuff come up. That's why I'm a spring guy, because, like, yeah, it's like like kind of similar, same temperature wise, but at least in spring, like, you are getting out of cold and you're able to go outside and feel like you can wear less instead of having to wear like, you know, a sweater and like hefty pants. You're wearing like t-shirt and shorts. I don't know, maybe like a wife beat, what's it, tank top? I was gonna say a wife beater, but no. Uh, I mean, that's another word for tank top, but I mean, if you're being correct, I don't know. Don't like that one, but yeah, I don't know why that came to mind. So I'm a spring dude. I'm a spring dude. Like summer's awesome, whatever. Um, winter's, I mean, when you're in the heart of it, you're like in the mood. You can like last. Although like doubtably you probably shouldn't be outside for long periods of time. It's like, damn, I could last good 20, 30 minutes just standing outside doing absolutely nothing and just a light sweatshirt and pants. And that's it. But yeah, hopefully this winter doesn't suck, but it's currently, I don't know, I think it is right now, but it like, yeah, on Tuesday, like technically 2 days ago, it was like raining all day, and not like, oh, it's drizzling. No, it was like pouring all day long, like from, I don't know when, at least from it feels like from midnight to midnight, from midnight on Tuesday to midnight on Wednesday. It was a lot. It was a lot of rain. But yeah. Oh man, I am not feeling good. Hold on one second. I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm doing this off camera so it doesn't look gross, and I'll explain what I'm doing in a second. But I hope that wasn't on camera. I hope that wasn't on camera. I got you on camera. So a way that I've learned, or like, it doesn't really mean anything. It's just BS doctor, or something that I feel like helps to get the sickness out, like a home remedy thing for me that I've learned from like wrestling crap is spitting or hucking loogies. I feel like because I do like a weird sniffle in, which like, oh, like it's instead of like blowing my nose, a lot of times if I don't have a Kleenex, that's what I end up doing. But hucking loogies, that's the way to go. That's the way to go. When I was in wrestling too, like we did that for weight. We did a lot of gross, like unspeakable things that we shouldn't have done when we were trying to like meet weight. Like oh yeah, I think I might have told how I got my nickname in high school already, but like we did a lot of weird stuff. I'll get to that in a second. But like cutting our nails, like cutting our hair, spitting, making sure that we're peeing, not drinking, not eating, obviously, the basic crap. I mean, drinking, yeah, probably, but not a whole lot. Staying hydrated. Because you want to make weight. And especially, like, the thing that sucked about wrestling at the beginning of the season is that you're not really at your wrestling weight. So what we would do is at the beginning of the season, we would have a physician or doctor be like basically measure us out, see how much we weigh now, and trying to figure out how low we can physically get without, being extremely harmful to ourselves. Going into my last year of wrestling, my sophomore year of high school, I started the season, I went into wrestling at like 132. And I'm like, from last season to this season, I like grown like a couple inches, and that adds on a lot of weight too, just simply because, and because of that growth spurt, and the lowest that I could physically get was 120. I basically had to get to that every fucking week, Like, if I had a week where I had to get to 126, I was like crying happy. Cause like then I didn't have to like cut a whole shit ton of weight. But after every wrestling meet that we had, I basically started from scratch and had to lose like 10, 12 pounds each week. There were nights where I was crying like 2, 3 nights before a meet, just like struggling on a bike after practice at home, trying to like sweat off some weight, and just like, I don't know if I can make weight. Like, there were definitely times where I was super scared that I was not going to make weight. Um, I hated doing that. I'm so glad I'm done with it. But the ironic thing is, like, after I stopped wrestling, up until like this, like, I moved back from, where I went to college up in Fargo, I literally stayed the exact same weight. I stayed like early to like 132 to 136 is about where my weight was. Even with like freshman like year of college, like, oh, you're getting the campus food at the food court. Like, I legitimately was like, I was the same weight. I didn't overeat. I mean, I had a lot of food there, even though like some of the food was definitely which was crap. Let's be honest. It's a mess hall. Some of it's gonna be crap. Uh, but the but like all of college, like even the year or so after, I was like, even like in high school, like again. So that's like so junior, senior, 4 years of college. So that's 6 years, and like a year after college. So 7 years where I maintained the exact same weight. That's crazy. And even so, like now, I feel like a bit of it is because of what I'm eating, but also at the same time, I'm doing a lot more heavy lifting than I was like before I started where I'm working now. And when I was working at the TV station, like, I wasn't lifting anything. When I was like doing stuff up there, I legitimately wasn't doing anything, like anything to like lift or whatever. So like the amount of exercise that I got was kind of minimal. But at my job now, like, I'm doing stuff where I'm like moving a lot, lifting heavy stuff pretty frequently. Uh, but yeah, I'm glad that in a way, I'm glad that like I'm I'm like gaining a little bit of weight. But going back to like the wrestling story that was mentioned earlier about how I got my nickname in high school. So freshman year of high school, one of the ways that some of the guys came up with like losing or like cutting weight or like being the lightest we could be was trimming our underwear. And warning, this is, I mean, it's a little like risque. I don't want to say graphic, but the one meet, it was a home match. I decided, oh, I'm not gonna cut my underwear. That's no, I'm not gonna do that. So I took a pair of briefs from when I was younger. I mean, I think before puberty, whatever. I usually wore boxer briefs because that's what I usually wear, boxer briefs, because I like the comfort of the briefs. But the like for us guys, you know what I'm saying. The freeness of the boxer, but the comfort and tightness of a brief. Yeah. So instead of wearing like my boxer briefs, I just wore my like a black pair of briefs to weigh-ins, and let's just say I let my nuts hang. Like, my nuts were visible. And that's how I got the nickname Banana Hammock. That went away fast as shit because duh. Duh. But that evolved into it being McLovin, and how that came about is like, I would say it's just some weird stuff. It's like weird things. And it basically because like of my name, it worked perfectly. And so when track came around, it really solidified itself, and the name McLovin stuck. And only one person called me something else, and that was McMelon. I don't really understand why, and I still to this day don't know why. I have no idea why. She just called me that. Not to out who they are, but they know. They know. And I just did what I was saying on camera, the spitting stuff. Sorry for the visual graphic, if anything, but if you're watching it, but hey, it is what it is. But I feel like it does help a little bit because, like, when I was sick before, I wasn't doing it. And I don't want to say it's like a placebo effect or whatever, because it isn't. I don't think it is. But I got sicker over the course of the day because I didn't do it. And I feel like it's helping a bit. I still need to take like some medicine. I am taking medicine and stuff for that, but it's definitely like a cold. But like today, I literally could not go to work. I'm just like, yeah, I'm functional, but I don't want to be around. I don't want to be around because I don't want to get the other guys sick. And we got a lot of stuff to do. And I don't want to have that, taint what we are doing. I don't want that to like soil what we need to do. And yeah, I'm glad that we were. But it was fun. I had like I called in for like, because we have a work meeting on Wednesdays, and like it was kind of funny because like we do work meetings on Wednesdays, and we're usually all there, and like I made a point, it's like, hey, I'm just gonna call in, and we haven't done like a call in for like a freaking long time, so we just did that, and it was good. It was good. But yeah, I'm just like, yeah. Where was I? I don't know. What time is it? Where am I? Who are you? Where am I? I just thought about like one of the things I've been seeing on TikTok recently, or just over social media. It's like the guy with the podcast, and I'm totally that dude. Like kind of ironically, unironically, because the stereotype on the meme is like, oh, a guy with the podcast saying some great truth that means absolutely batshit nothing. And that's true. It means nothing. Like, did you know that back in the early 2000s, Disney Pixar actually tried to buy up a bunch of other studios, including DreamWorks, but that didn't happen because very early on, the success of Shrek made it a point that they did not want to be bought up by Disney. And even though it was basically where they sent the animators of the company as their more or less shit project, even though it turned out to be a great success and spawned multiple sequels. Although that, like, stopping there, like, although that is part of that's true, but there's a lot of dudes out there that just have a podcast. Like, I don't try to promote it, and I don't want to like brag or anything. I don't try to promote it like super hard, because like that's not the vibe, I mean, if it gets off the ground, it gets off the ground, but I'm just doing more or less chronicalizing what's going on in my life, because that's what I feel like I want to do. And yeah, yeah, I mean, that's all there really is to it. Mainly, I think I've already said this before, because like I feel like I want to chronicleize a lot of what happens in my life, because I didn't really know a whole load of details about my grandpa, so I could pass kind of this along. It's more of like a time capsule. I mean, it sucks if like there's a solar flare that wipes out the internet, then whoopsie daisy, it's gone forever. Whatever. It's gone. What are you gonna do? Doesn't matter. But, it's good to just pass along information and have stuff put somewhere for future generations and stuff like that. So I just kind of like I I don't know. Yeah. It's mainly why I feel like I do this. Also, like, continue. It kind of is to, like, you know, have more streaming time, kind of continue the legacy of Midnight Ramen, um, in a different form than it originally was. But yeah, I mean, that's just kind of displaying who I am and showing who I am. I think I literally just said that twice. Like displaying who I am and showing who I am. What? Man, I'm getting that sick brain though. And I have that like mental fog. Mental fog. Fog rolling in. Man. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to say that I am one of them typical like guys with a podcast, white guys with a podcast, to make it even more specific. But yes and no. I don't want to say that I'm not, but at the end of the day, I am. But I try to keep it fun. You know, it's not about like spreading information, whatever, and knowledge and whatnot, but it's more about like, hey, what's going on? How's it hanging? Just chilling with the vibes, just being cool, and yeah. I mean, that's all that really is to it. Oh man. And yeah, I just more or less do it for fun. More or less do it for fun. But yeah, I do talking about like going back to wrestling, and I know I've talked about it before, like my decision to stop wrestling and other sports to go deeper into music. Um, like that was a major decision for me, and I remember the exact time that I had to make that decision, and it hurt really bad, like really really bad. To have to say, yeah, I got my ass kicked. I'm done. I'm done with this. And it was like like a very local tournament, and I was losing a lot of matches that I should have won. Like a lot of matches that I lost out of a stupid like 1 second mistake, or my head wasn't in the game for some reason. And that actually was a memorable meet too, because one of my friends slash teammates and wrestling teammates, like some guy broke his back. He did such an illegal move. Like he should not have gotten anywhere in his match, because like he legitimately and on purpose broke my friend's back. And then when he was on like the podium, because I don't know, I think he got disqualified or something like that because of what he did. And like he stood on like second place, or even if it was first place because he cheated, and just because of that, blah 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 blah. Like the dude wore the most heinous thing that you can wear as a wrestler. He wore a fox catcher sweatshirt. And for those who don't know, I swore that I feel like I told this story before. I swore that I told this story before. But for those who don't know about Foxcatcher was this basically a very rich guy, just to boil it down, a very rich guy trying to get a group of wrestlers together to more or less become the Olympic US team or wrestling team. And in the end, like this rich dude was fucking nuts. He was fucking nuts. And what he ended up doing is he brought a gun to the mat, and he started shooting. And he killed like at least one wrestler. And yeah, that's like to wear that. And this is literally right around the time when they made a Foxcatcher movie with Steve Carell as like the guy that's off his fucking nuts. And Mark Ruffalo, and I can't remember who else is in it. But this was literally around the time that movie came out, and that was such a mad disrespect. Like that, that dude should have been like fucking banned. Like no, like he can't wrestle for anyone. Period. Like he has to quit the sport. Like that was such a heinous act. Like such a heinous like cherry on top. And then one of my other guys who was like our star wrestler was like, "I'm coming for you, motherfucker." On Twitter. So like on Twitter, the dude typed, "I broke the bitch's back." And then our guy, who was our star wrestler, was like, "I'm coming for you, motherfucker." And then every time, he seriously tried to like cut a lot of weight to get to his, and it was fucking nuts. Like he wanted to kill him, and like this dude tried to avoid him so much, and eventually they had to fight, they had to wrestle, and of course our guy fucking rocked his world, and he deserved it. That dude deserved it. But yeah, that's why you don't do that. Do not like bring up that crap. Like if you're doing a backbreaker in a wrestling match, and we're not talking about pro wrestling, we're talking about the actual sport of wrestling. You know, and they do that in pro wrestling, but they don't actually freaking do that, because if they do, oh, that's a big medical bill, and you've ruined a wrestler's career potentially. Like you don't do that. Period. I mean, you might do that in the show, but you don't do that. That's just no. That's just a no. It's like back checking in hockey, or checking in hockey. I can't remember what it is, because like was it? I can't remember his name. There was a guy in. It wasn't while I was in high school. Like a guy got literally paralyzed. I think he's walking again now. I don't remember, but like he was paralyzed, and from like a serious back check, and like the consequence of that was like from now on, and I think this is even in the professional level, they have like a stop sign on every jersey on the back. I don't know if they still do it, but that's how it originated. And it was like, that shit was scary. That shit is scary, dude. Like, damn. But enough about sports injuries. Let's get into some cardboard. So, you know what time it is. Let's do the magic pack opening. I got 4 packs left of the stuff that I got. I got 2 Kamigawa Neon Dynasty set boosters. Streets of New Capenna set booster, and a Wilds of Eldraine set booster. I got a D4. I'm gonna roll the D4 until I get 2 numbers twice. Basically alternating between the Kamigawas and the other 2. For those on screen that can see it. We got a 1, 2, 1. So this one's being opened. 2, okay. Go figure. So these will be for next week. That's cool. Easy peasy. So I think let's do the Neon Dynasty first, because yeah, I just feel like it. Yeah, I'm just opening the pack. I literally just like was silent for a second there. Man, that sucked. I don't even know where oh, this actually looks like a cool art card. I don't really know what it is. It just looks like a swamp. It looks very nice. It's a swamp. Wow, that's crazy. And then Full Art Island. That's pretty cool. Hocus Pocus. Focus. We got a Nazumi Prowler. What the heck is this pack? We got Hello, Peerless Samurai, Disruption Protocol, Brute Suit, Light the Way, Garden of Oboro. Bronze plate boar. Ooh, Leech's Gauntlet. That's pretty fun. Ooh, Basoju reaches skyward. Ooh, I actually do like this one. Tetsumari Toad Rider. He's actually pretty good. He's pretty fun. Foil is a Selfless Samurai. Uncommon card, and then just a regular token on the back. Not bad. Not a bad pack. I wouldn't say. Now to the Streets of New Capenna one. See, like these packs you can actually open the way that there's the way God intended. Because like I'm opening like down the middle, which is the way that you're supposed to open them. I don't like doing it with the tab because then like let's say if I'm out somewhere and I'm opening a pack where I can't really put it back in the pack and like keep the cards fresh if say someone like I have to open it the stupid way. It's not good. I don't like that. The art card is fuck it. I don't know. Venom Concierge. Foil Forest. Majestic Metamorphosis. Focus. Damn it. Sparring Overseer. Botanical Plaza. Cabaret Initiate. Fairy Vandal. Hypnotic Glitter. No. Grifter. Man, I'm stupid. Illicit Shipment. Brazen Upstart. Rashus Revelers. A Mysterious Limousine. Okay, that's fine. Foil, Buy Your Silence. And on the end, we got, ooh, this is the, I didn't know this was in this pack. It's, 11, or it's, the, in canon game, whatever thing of 11 from the Secret Lair stuff. So that's pretty cool. For the Secret Lair, or for the, vault card. So that's pretty fun. That is pretty fun. Yeah. I'm kind of, like the next set is already like premiere or like showing off cards. So that's why like I think next week like the timing is correct. It's so good because like with these last two packs, I'm going to be done with these and then I'm just going to get as I usually do 2 more boxes. And that's going to be fun. One for just opening and another one for, you know, on stream whenever I get told to open up a pack. Yeah, so that's going to be fun. Unless if I have to do more of it. Hopefully not. We're going to take a little quick sip here. You know what? Sip and spit. I'm actually doing it off screen this time. Wow. Crazy. Nuts. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, I remember what I was gonna talk about. So moving on to something completely different. Actually, no, before we get to that one, before we get to something completely different, I mean, I want to talk a little bit more Magic. Some more cards are being, like, spoiled for this latest set. It's basically set in, like, a Aztecian plane called Ixalan again, which is the second time we've been there. I think it was, like, 2018, that the last time that the set, or, like, the set was there, which is cool. But yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry for that. But yeah, a lot of cards are like being shown off and stuff like that. So I know my buddy Outsider, aka Cam, is like super excited about it, and he's like working up a lot of other gigs and stuff just to get a bunch of boxes. So he has other stuff that he has to prepare for. It's a good decision though. I think I know what. Oh yeah, I do know when he's doing his wedding. I do know. I'm not telling, because I'm not gonna do that. I'm not jinxing it. I can't wait to go to his wedding, and there's another one that I just remembered. There's 2 weddings I have to go to next year. I gotta remember when they are. Don't remember. But it's in the summertime. That's all I remember. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Hopefully it doesn't mess with the streaming schedule or the uploads of these. But when the time comes, maybe, maybe not. Hopefully not. Because yeah. Man, I sure hope that I don't have to do that. So that would be crazy. But yeah, if it does, it does. Whatever. I mean, I try to keep my like streams limited to like Thursday morning, Wednesday night, Thursday morning, whatever. Mainly because like I like having Thursdays off, having the day off, because Thursdays, and I've said this time and time again, because I love Thursdays, because back in college that was the day that shit happened, and yeah, I just like Thursdays. Because like Friday is overhyped in my opinion. It's like you can do whatever. Yeah, it's the weekend, but who cares? Like you have 2 more days afterwards. But yeah. So going on to something completely different. So this is like the last episode before Halloween happens. Halloween's on Tuesday, so basically in less than a week. So there's no way I'm doing an episode on Halloween or whatever, or even streaming. I don't think I will. But I'm gonna tell like some stories that I've had from that. Okay, yeah, even from, you know what? I think my college years were the best times that I've had with that. Um, 'Cause yeah. I'm like thinking really hard for some reason. I don't know why. So my first year of college, I think first and second year of college, I went as Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy, Peter Quill. Because I had like the mask, I had like a leather jacket. I could pull it out, but I don't, not now. Like a leather jacket. I have the shirt from the second movie. The whatever, I can't remember what it says, but I have that shirt. I have like stuff to basically replicate it more or less. So that's what I did. And my freshman year, there was like a Halloween party. I don't know if it was on Halloween, but I remember one of my friends. He's in a band, in a separate band that Pursuit, originally called Pursuit of Cash, but they're just shortened to Pursuit. They're good people. They're such good boys. They do so hard music, but like they're the sweetest dudes. They are so sweet. Like I talk about like the artists that like I know from college that like do music still, or like are in a band or whatever. They are the sweetest dudes. Like I talk about Gradients all the time, like even Pursuit, like all of them are just nice guys. Like they are just sweet guys to hang with. I mean, they're just chill. They're just super chill. And they're cool. But one of the guys, I don't want to say his name, but like he has he has long hair. He has long blonde hair, so like dirty blonde hair. So what do you think he went as? Jesus. And there's like multiple photos of like a bunch of us at the party just like surrounding him and doing like disciple stuff. It's just so funny. It's just really funny. I think I might know where I have to look real far back to see if I can find a photo of it, but there's just man, it's just so funny. It's really funny. Back in those days. And so like that was a fun one. And then the next year, so my sophomore year of college, what I did for Halloween that year, there was this party that for all of the music majors. I think all of the arts, like music majors, again, mainly music majors, like all of us wanted to gather to a house, like went to this guy's house, and it was BYOB. So I'm gonna preface this with a lot of stuff. I know one of the guys that runs the party. Like, he was our same major. Like, they've done it before. They asked around the whole neighborhood just to make sure that it's okay that they're doing this party. Everyone said it was okay. Everyone said it was fine. It was BYOB. So whatever you did at the party, it's on you. That's all. They took all the precautionary steps to basically make sure that if you either were invited or knew someone who was invited, and you were like in the quote unquote music department, area, which technically my major is in slash not in, but it's like so adjacent to the music department that it is, just by default. And so I was invited by some of my French horn buddies, and the plan was to head out. Like, I got dressed, was ready to, I was like walking over because it wasn't too far from the dorms, and just in case, I wasn't planning on like drinking or anything, but like just in case, wink wink, and also like for parking reasons, like it was close enough that I could just walk there. And I did. And when I was walking up to it, there were multiple cop cars like posted everywhere, and they were like getting people out of the house. And so I'm just like walking along this this like block, the sidewalk right next to the house, just minding my own business. Turn the corner, there's another cop car like more or less camping the back or camping the side. And I just like basically did a full U-turn back to the dorms and messaged some of my friends and was like, yeah, don't go to the party. It was there are cops there. And what we ended up doing was going up to the highest lounge in the entire campus, and watched season 2 of Castlevania, the animated Netflix series, which was really good. Really, really good. I think we watched all of it that night. We like stayed up to like 3 a.m. I think 3 or 4 a.m. that night, just watching it, because it's a good show. Like, they did a lot of good work on that. I haven't even watched their sequel adjacent series. It's a sequel series. Nocturne yet. I haven't really heard anything about it, but like, I hope it's good. I hope they kept the quality and whatever stuff that they had from that. But yeah. Netflix, I'm not saying that it is an anime. I mean, it in a way, yeah. And like how the art and effort, I would say, that went into it. Like some of the shows that they do put out, like I'm trying to think of the ones that they put out. Like I'd say Edge Runners kind of is. Edge Runners is. Obviously Castlevania, Blood of Zeus. I'm not gonna say He-Man Revelations. That show was mid. That show was so mid. Like, so mid. Like, the first half, people were mad at it because, like, oh, He-Man isn't the center point. And they, like, killed him off. And they did a bunch of stuff that just no one cared about. And then in the second part, they kind of like tried to fix a little bit of it, but then they also like doubled down on some parts. It was just kind of mid. It was really mid. And especially it was like, what, Kevin Smith or whatever, he was like leading it. It's like, oh no, you guys don't know why it's good. It's like, dude, shut up. We know that you liked it, quote unquote, but like, dude, this ain't it, Chief. Like, go back to writing Clerks 3, which then he did. And made. I haven't watched any of his shit. No offense to him, but I have not watched his shit. I don't care. No offense. Like, I get it, but dude, no offense, what a prick. No, what a prick. He just gives off that vibe. I don't know why. To me, just like, yeah, he knows a lot of nerdy stuff, but then he's like, I feel like he only knows it so much that it's like, oh, like there's a crack in his knowledge that like basically shows that he doesn't know shit. He's just making it up. Or like he knows the base knowledge or whatever, blah 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 blah. But like that's the full extent. I feel like. Although he's well respected in the like nerd culture community. That's fine, you know. To each their own. To each their own. But like the party I was talking about, the apparently what happened is like we made it, we made sure that thing was like airtight, like no, like anyone that wasn't invited was not getting in. And I know exactly who ratted it out. It was a guy that really wanted to go. He really, really, really wanted to go, but he was not invited because he wasn't a music major. Which, duh, you weren't invited because you weren't a music major, a music adjacent major. And no one invited you. You're just in one class with music and that's it. And you're not even like in any like superior, you're not taking lessons, you're not doing vocal, you're not doing any sort of lessons, you're just in one class and that's it. And yeah, he ratted it out and hate the dude. It just made me rethink about it. I hate the dude. Because like I'm not like a huge like I like in a way I would kind of be a narc. But I like I wouldn't, just because like, dude, like I don't care. As long as you're safe and whatever, you do you. But that was just rude. That was just really rude of him to do that. It's like, buddy, you can go to any other party. There's like multiple parties, but you insist to go to this one because you're in one class. And again, just to reiterate, like the guys that I know that ran the party, I was even in conversations with them, like they were certain, like 100% certain that like, yeah, we made sure everything was fine with the neighbors. Like we are going to be playing music, yada, yada, yada. We're making sure that everything is fine, safe, all good to go. Like it's BYOB. So whatever you do, you do you. And then that happened. It's like, what a dick. Well, my eventual girlfriend from that time, like she got out unscathed. Like how she got out, and she was in the party already, and she was like, I don't know if she was like a beer or two in, and she knew that she was gonna blow, you know, some whatever, and she was like in a lineup. She was like in a lineup and then was able to like sneak her way out. And it was so crazy how she did it. I can't remember the exact details of it. I know she knows it better than I do, but she could tell it better than I can. But just like crazy how she didn't get anything from that, or didn't get any like a ticket or notation on that. And it was so stupid. Like even the professors knew. Like we made sure that like, hey guys, we're doing like I'm pretty sure the professors knew, and they're fucking fine with it. So it's like, this shit is so airtight. Like unless if you're a narc, there's no way that this party can't happen. I'm still mad to this day. I'm like getting boiled up about it. It's just like, it was such bullshit. Such bullshit. Like, pardon my language for all that I'm saying about this party, but like, goddamn, I'm mad. And then I think the next year, I dressed up as Jotaro because like that's when I started getting into JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, and I was working at the time, so I just like had like this inflatable world, like inflatable globe around that was like uninflated. So I'd just throw it at people and just be like, look, Star Platinum the world, and then throw it at people. And I went out, like, I think Thursday nights was anime club, so I went over to anime club, and like, I freaked their beans, dude. I freaked their beans, and what I mean, like, I blew their minds, and they're like, yeah, like, yo, like, they liked it. They really liked it. It was funny. It was fun. I even like dyed my hair black too. That was crazy. I don't know what I did in 2020. I think I might have did like a Luigi thing, or I could have just did Jotaro again. I don't freaking know. I don't remember. And then I don't know what I did afterward. Oh yeah, oh yeah, for Halloween when I was working at the TV station, I did Jotaro again because lazy. And last year I just sat up here, sat up in my room and just gamed. Cause I like, I don't know, it was like a Tuesday or something like that. I can't remember. It's like middle of the week. There's no reason for me to do anything. But yeah, I'm gonna peel off the side. Oof. But yeah, I still think about that to this day. I honestly might just unfriend that dude. Because, no offense, like, he posts okay content, but he's like, I think the main thing that I have him on is like Snapchat, and the only thing that he posts is just like long content that makes like no sense. Like just the most mundane shit. It's like, dude, we do not want to see this. Like, no one wants to see this. It's like, my guy, come on, stop. I have no idea why I have him on my. I have a couple people that I'm like, I question why I even have them in my like Snapchat, whatever, friends or whatever. But that's neither here nor there. Although one, it's like, I want to see how this one fucks up. I'm not gonna say who. I'm not gonna say who. But I know which one. Another one of my buddies knows exactly who I'm talking about. He knows. I still keep up. And I don't care for it. It actually makes me think about like people that are like chronically at college, because I know one of my buddies that I was watching like Castlevania with, that was one of my horn buddies, he was there for like shit a long time. Even before I got there, he was there at least like 3 years, like 2-3 years before I was there. And like he was there the entire time that I was there. And I think he was there at least a year or two after that I got done. And I was done in 4. So, yeah, chronically there. And I just don't get it. I mean, unless if like you're doing one thing and you're doing it with like, for like a music major, you're just doing a choir thing. Like, that's totally cool. I mean, there are local choirs that you can go to, but like I can see how like, going to, I mean, it's with the alma mater or whatever, but like going to this or, going to college just because it's the easiest, most accessible place at being a choir. And it is. It's like it's something else to do. So, not mad with that. It's something. It's something. But yeah, I'm just glad that I was done in 4. I mean, I could have done more stuff, like got some more like knowledge in like videography or like cinematography, whatever. But like, I'm glad I'm done there. In some ways, I mean, I'm starting to pay off my my student loans, so that's fun. But yeah, it's been pretty nice. It's been very nice, actually. But it's been very, very chill, very relaxed. The past couple like week was like slow, and then it kind of ramps up at the end of this one. So even though like I'm sick now, like I took like today's my usual day that I have off, but I took yesterday off just because like I don't want to get the other guy sick. I just feel like I'm gonna do that, and if the day that I go back into work, I'm a little sick, shit, whatever. It is what it is, I guess. But like I feel like at this point, like there's a lot of stuff going around it. Like there's a lot of stuff. I mean, you got like it's like COVID, flu, like the cold, all that stuff is just going around. And this, I feel like it's really bad this year. It's like really bad. Like compared to last year, like I know I was sick for like a little while, but I wasn't like this sick. Or I might have been. I don't know. I'd have to watch the previous episodes back and maybe see if I was actually sick, which I probably could have been. But who knows? I don't want to say that I want to transition over yet, but I guess I have to do it. But I don't want to do that yet. Yeah. But I've been drinking a lot more tea. I'm glad that I got into tea last, like, kind of the end of my I don't know, end of my, near the, like, last, I would say, like, 6 months of the time that I was in up in Fargo, Moorhead, in that area, and I liked it. I liked doing tea, and mainly where I would do it is during, like, Bible study. We go over to one of our houses and just, like, you know, obviously talk the Bible and stuff like that. But I would always be like, hey, what tea do you want? I'm like, all right, I'll try this one and see if it's good. I was basically the guinea pig for a lot of the flavors that she got, but yeah. It's crazy to think about. But now I'm getting back into the swing of things, like drinking tea, especially since it's getting colder. Like, you know, you get to a certain point. I feel like you get to a certain point in tea that, like, it's, I don't know if it's just because of the temperature or whatever, but, like, you have to have it warm. Like, you have to have it warm. I'm not like a boiling hot kind of guy where it's like, oh yeah, that's the peak of, like, the flavor. I like it where it's like warm that you can actually drink it. Because, like, I don't care for, like, taking the world's smallest sip. Like, I don't care for that. That's not how I drink. Might be for some people, but that's not how I do it. Like, shit, if I had to do a shot, like, I'm doing that all in one. Or like two, maybe. Tops. Yeah, I don't want to say I'm a heavy drinker, but, like, in terms of, like, taking my liquids, like, taking, you know, drinkable, like, drinking liquids, I do more than just, like, a baby sip. Hold on one second. That was gross. Yeah, I think I'm done with that for the night. But it seems like I think it should kind of wrap it up now. Speaking of whatever I was talking about a little bit before, I was talking about tea. But, like, oh yeah, talking about how I was probably sick in the past episodes. If you want to watch previous stuff, all 53 episodes of this, you can go to my YouTube, where you can watch all the VODs of this. It's Melt the Lyric Original, all one word, capitalize the M and melted, the L in lyric, and the O in original in the search bar, on the, you know, and you'll find it. You'll find it for sure. And then I have a whole playlist, basically with all of the episodes on there, so you can watch them from the beginning till now. But if you want to watch these being recorded live, you can go to twitch.tv/Melt the Lyric Original. Duh. And you can watch me record these live at midnight Central Time, or American Midwest midnight time, whatever. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Hunger Games. Sorry, man, I am out of it, dude. Out of it. But if you miss the recording of this, you can watch the VOD of it before, like, 2 weeks. You know how whatever Twitch does it. 2 weeks after it's up, and you know, watch other stuff on there as well. You can also catch my other streams too that I do. But I'm thinking of doing something a little bit different. Starting this episode to make it more incentive to watch the Twitch streams. I'm doing like an after podcast. Just more or less of, like, talking as I'm editing / rendering this video and doing some basic stuff before, you know, I'm done for the night. just as a little treat, you know. But none of that is going to be recorded anywhere else. And if I do see anything outside of this, I'm not going to be happy, dude. Not going to be happy. That is like for that only. Only outside. Only in these. And after that 2 weeks, gone. I'm not saying that there's going to be, doxing stuff or whatever. No. No, not at all. But like, what is said in this after podcast stays in that after podcast. And when it's gone, it's gone. So stick around for that after the outro. And I don't really have a title for it yet, but I'm just trying it out now. Also, thank you to Gradients for the use of their song Used to It off of the album The Call. As per usual, like how can I hate on my guys? I can't. Nice dudes. Yeah, hope they're doing well. And thank you guys for listening, watching, doing what you do, and all of that other stuff. And if you look at that now, it's not midnight anymore. But it's midnight somewhere else. But until it becomes midnight here again, I'll catch you later. But until then, bye-bye.
Just when I needed you, I see from a different